Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. My name is Stacy and this is my intro video to my YouTube channel. And now it's time for you guys to come with me. Hey guys. So I'm gonna be doing my first makeup routine. I don't know if I want to do braids or do a wig. So I just went ahead and did a nice little bun. I'm gonna make a separate video to show y'all like my skincare routine and all that, but let's get into prep. So first things first, I go in with some cotton pads and my I never know how to say this, but my toner. I got this from Marshall's for $6.99. And I just dab some of it on my cotton pad. This is to like make sure whatever it is that I, missed while washing my face comes off, and just to even tone the dark spots and all that. I use this every night too when I'm about to go to sleep. And I've seen a tremendous change in my under eye color and also some of the dark spots I used to have. I let that dry. I go in with one because I'm about to put makeup on, so I don't have to do, too much. I go in one time, let it dry a little bit. Then to hydrate my skin before I even put lotion on, I use my Beyond Glow Niacinamide. Just a little bit, not too much. I'm actually almost done with it, right? I go under eye, forehead, if there's any left. Rub that in there. I'm not an esthetician, so I don't really know why it gives me a smooth base, but I don't know. I just realized that hydrating your skin makes sure it helps you not have like an oily base. To struggle with like an oily makeup look, which I hated. So I was like, okay, there's obviously something wrong. So I got these serums, started using them. Then I realized my face was really oily because I kept leaving it dry at night. And when you leave your face dry overnight, it produces oils just to hydrate your skin. So what you want to do is hydrate your skin before it produces the oils so it doesn't become over oily. Then I go in with my Revolution Skin Hydrate, 2% hyaluronic acid. Sometimes it comes out a little more than I want, but there's nothing wrong with a little more of this serum than the niacinamide serum, just because this is meant to hydrate your skin. And even if you're doing a matte look, dewy look, you want to hydrate your skin, trust me. You just hydrated the hell out of your skin. Last but not least, I go in with my Beyond Glow. It's from Avon. This was sent as a PR and I've been like holding on to it ever since, but as you can see, well oiled. Don't fry me guys, because I ran out of eyebrow gel. So what I've been using, I be doing locks. So I've been using the lock-in gel and it hasn't pulled out my eyebrows. So I just kept using it. I remember it was one day that I was going outside. I really need to do my makeup and I didn't have eyebrow gel. And after I started using this, I haven't bought eyebrow gel again. But I don't use too much. I literally just one layer and that's it, because you don't want your eyebrow hair to start falling out, especially if you have like thin eyebrow hairs. So I just kind of brush my eyebrow hairs. Let me see if I could zoom in. So you got gel like that. You're gonna brush it all the way up. After you've brushed it up like this, you kind of just want to go over it a little bit so it dries a little faster, right? Then once you've brushed it up, you just go like that, right? The outer hairs, kind of create an arch like that. And I'm gonna do it again on this side. Kind of just go over it just like that, right? And now that my eyebrows are like, as they're drying, you're gonna go in with now your primer. So I'm shooting a video today, so I don't want my face to be like dewy. So I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. This actually leaves me with a mattifying look, right? And I apply it to my hands before I apply it on my face. Sometimes I apply it on my face when I'm in a rush, but because of the way the bottle is, like, you have to push at the top for it to come out in droplets. Then you have to like keep your thumb on it if you want it to like pour out. Just go over my face with it. Now I let it dry, as you should let all primers do. Even if you're using the e.l.f. Power Grip, you need to let it dry. But as I'm letting it dry, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna take this brush, it's an angled brush. I don't know if you can see. And I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. But I just outline my eyebrow, right? Not touching my eyebrow hair though. Hair, it's like right, you see how there's an arch for my eye? That's where I kind of place it. So I take the angled brush. It kind of goes in the direction of my eyebrow. And I go right under my eyebrow hairs. Since I haven't done my eyebrows in a while, I'm kind of covering that little, like where I want the arch to be, it's gonna cover some of the hairs, but yeah. Right under my eyebrow, same thing on this side. Then I take a blended brush that I have and I pat out. I'm not looking for evenness yet. That's gonna come on later when I like, you know, apply my eyebrow pen and whatnot. This is just to outline it, so it looks kind of clean under here. So now, because you see it's getting dry, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. So now I'm gonna go in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin blurring powder. It's really not a powder. It's so weird. They call it a blurring powder, a blurring balm powder. But it's like a pomade, if you would say. But it feels like skin. Like, I love it. Oh, I love it. My shade is in a 9.5, so it's not, how would I say this? It's not too light. I just tap. So I kind of tap, and then I do this. I go under my eye. I just go all over my face because this is my foundation. It's so lightweight. I love it. Compared to all the other foundations I've used, and I've used quite a lot. I've used the Fenty, I've used the NARS, I've used NARS Soft Matte, I've used Maybelline, I've used L'Oreal. I got all of those, but this is like almost like one of the closest perfect matches I've had besides the L'Oreal. L'Oreal really, whoever they chemist are, they gets the job done. I can't even lie to you. It's lightweight. I don't even feel like I'm wearing foundation. So now, after my foundation, I don't really wait for anything to set. I go in with my concealer. And today we're gonna be using the Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Chai. And then a little up here. And that's really it. I don't really do too much with my concealer. What I do though, like if I'm going out, I'll apply a little bit of my lightest concealer to the corner of my eye, just for, you know. This is the Born This Way Sculpting Concealer in the shade Warm Sand. I feel like if you're my skin tone, this is the best shade because it gives you a golden, it has golden undertones, but it's like not pale white. This is for my beginner makeup girls. Let your concealer set. As you're waiting for it to set, you apply your contour. Outline my cheekbones, right? And a little trick I got from the Tory is like right here, right? For your nose, which is like tea, like I never thought about that. I add my blush, my liquid blush. I don't have a powdered blush yet because e.l.f. liquid blush. And this is in the shade Coral Crush. I think liquid blushes, e.l.f. got it. If you think otherwise, comment, let me know what. Because this is one of the best I've ever used. Right? This is the placements. If you want to screenshot, you could go ahead. Now that everything's here, we're going to go in with our Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Or whatever setting spray you have. You go in with that. Shake it up a little bit. And then you... Okay, now it's dry. We're gonna go in first and blend out the blush. This is my blush brush, angled blush brush from e.l.f. So I blend out my blush, right? And now I'm gonna blend out my contour. I lied. Now I'm gonna blend out my concealer. And the brush that I use, my sister bought this for me for Christmas. Shout out you, girl. It's Sonia Kashuk. Sonia K. Flat diamond tip brush. And this is what I use to blend out my concealer. As you can see, I'm tapping back and forth on the outer layer of my concealer. Hopefully you can see, but I'm tapping on the outside of my concealer, not the inside. I'm not gonna go inside just yet. I want it to set a little bit more, so I'm gonna do the other side. Now, once that's done, I do everything else before I go and do the inside. Now I'm going in with the corner of my eye, and you just tap. You're tapping back and forth the same way. Don't forget we have the lighter one in the corner, so you want to tap that in place before you start tapping everywhere else under your eye, just to make sure everything looks even. As you can see, it's getting even. Right? Now we're gonna do the contour. I go in with my RT brush in the size 258. It's a flat contour brush, right? And I just I like to do circle motions with my contour, because I don't like to see that like line. So first you see me tap, then I do circular motion. Now I'm gonna do my nose, and I use the side of the brush, because my nose, I like it to be fine, if that makes sense. A little bit of the lighter concealer that I have, which is the Warm Sand. For the girls who like bright under eyes, this is when you would add your bright under eye concealer. So yes, if you're doing a bright under eye, you have to start with your regular concealer shade. Some people don't. I feel like my under eye lasts longer and smoother when I add my regular concealer shade than the brightening concealer. So now you're gonna let that dry. As that's drying, that's when you blend out the concealer on your nose. What I am gonna do is get my sponge, get that a little damp. And when I say damp, I don't know, the best way I've been like explaining it is, it's not wet where droplets are coming out when you squeeze it, but it's not dry. So right now, where the streaks where I see are on my forehead, my chin, and a little bit over here with my contour. And then you get to see that blended out more. Like you see, I'm not seeing streaks. And now we're gonna go in and finally blend out our brightening concealer. Because I don't want a super bright under eye, I'm not gonna change the brush. If I wanted a bright under eye, I would change the brush to a smaller concealer brush like this. Here's when I go in with my eyebrow pencil or pen. I'm using my pen today, and I still don't know how to properly use it, so you guys are gonna come along the journey with me. I'm using it like a pencil, and I guess you just fill in the spots that don't really have hair. Take the remainder of the concealer on your eyebrow brush, kind of just outline just the end. Go with the sponge, and because the sponge is so soft, you can make it small. Just go in there and pick up the excess, literally. Like, makeup is not as hard as people think. When you know the right things to use, it's so much easier. That's why I'm here, to help you guys figure that out. Sorry, my edges like must stay with me. So now we've applied everything liquid. Now it's time for the powders. This is one of my favorite parts because the powders really pull everything together. But before you apply the powder, you're gonna take that setting spray once again and just set everything together. So the powder I'll be using to set my under eye is the Huda Beauty powder, baking powder in the shade Kunafa. To make sure every side of your beauty blender is covered, just like this. You don't want all that excess on your face, because then you're gonna become very, very ashy, right? Blow off all that excess. And then because it's a triangle, it's gonna fit right under between your eye and your nose. So you tap there and then you work under your eye. Even if you see streaks, that's fine, guys. It's a powder, so you can literally pat it away. But you don't wanna use one that's like so out of your color if you're not doing a super bright under eye. What I like to do for the second time around is drag it by my nose, leave that line, and then pat everything else out. So see, it's not here. We're gonna pat that out. Some people like to leave the line. I don't like to leave it. Only if I'm doing a bright under eye. That is the only place I put my Kunafa powder. And this is our finished look. I didn't even throw in my fake molds today, so that's a good one. But yeah, this is our finished look. I'm so happy I got through with this video. I'm so happy you got through with this video. I hope you got a lot of insight about, you know, how to do your makeup, how not to overdo your makeup. And if you guys have suggestions, you want me to copy certain styles, let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram, Stacey Shay. I'm gonna leave the product list down below, and like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys. See you guys next time. God bless you.